Finally, I will remove this valve cover, and I'm so excited to see what's underneath. I expect it to be a lot of old oil, like, I don't know, thick oil. It feels like this car hasn't been proper serviced for a while. There were no oil in it when I bought it. I've added it to it now, but let's dig into it and see how it goes. To remove this valve cover, it's a lot of bolts, but first we need to remove this plastic cover, which is sort of easy, and that's the thing you need to remove to also exchange the spark plugs. This is a bit hard to remove, but there's a few clips only. Staying out too late, living life as a nomad, take it day by day. Here you can see how it looks underneath. And yeah, I don't know how this should look actually. Maybe you have a clue. Tell me in the comments if you do. Turns out that I need to remove the air filter box something, because there's a screw underneath here which is really hard to get to. So let's take this off. Don't complicate or hesitate. Oh shit. No. I dropped one more thing. So as I always do, now I dropped this one. Let's see if I have something to show you here. No, maybe not, but it's down here with a few other screws laying around. It's so annoying. I wonder how many they will be in the end. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's a few now. So when I start this car someday, it will probably sound a bit weird from the engine. I think now this starts to be a bit scary, because I've been realizing that it's a lot of parts that are now loose or taken off the engine. And to me, it feels like a challenge to get them back in the right position, like the right place. A lot of screws laying around, a lot of parts all over the place here. And feels like I'm getting further away from fixing this engine. But yeah, I hope I'm not. Let's see how this goes and that I can actually start it soon again. As you can see, this is way better. Now I can get to this bolt. Also there's one over here. Not sure about these yet. That's in the back. Maybe I need to remove something here. I'm not sure. But let's start with these ones and this harness. Here you can see the coil packs, and by removing these you can also exchange the spark plugs. So that's something you can do if you need it. In the beginning of this series I actually took off these and looked into the cylinders and wanted to see if there were any bore scoring. And as you can see here, I managed to yeah, the screw is stuck there. Or not the whole screw, but just the end of it, and I couldn't get it out. So that's a problem, and maybe now when I remove this one I can somehow get the rest of that screw out. I hope so. I think this was just a clip, wasn't it? Yeah. This harness is too hard to remove, so let's keep it there when we remove the valve cover. So this seems a bit problematic. It's something going around here, which I can't remove. It's going up here, and here, some kind of pipe there. So I managed to do one of these screws again worthless. I had the same problem on the other side, which means that this is just slipping now. But I have a solution for it, and it's these. Of course, not only those, together with this one. And I managed to use this last time, and I don't know if you call it drilling, but I did what you do with this and made it possible to have like a regular screwdriver to take the bolt off. Let's see if that works again. I hope so. Let's try. This wasn't easy though, and I don't want to cut off these cables. This angle was really hard. So now I managed to do this. And now maybe this one is working. I realize I don't hear anything. First I tried with a pretty small screwdriver. No, that was just making it more worse. Let's try this instead, and now did some more here. It's so much difference compared to the other ones. This is... oh, it's moving. It's moving. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm starting to believe that I'm getting pretty good at this. Finally it's off. And now you can see how it looks underneath. And there's a lot of like old oil, as you can see. I start by removing these O-rings for where the spark plugs are fitted. And then we also have this gasket that needs to be removed and switched out to make sure it's not leaking. I did some attempt to clean this up, but it was really hard. I had some brake cleaning fluid that I used, and then some water, which was, I don't know what I thought there. So it's still a bit dirty, but that's how it is. So the one that doesn't look good is this one. And I don't know if it needs to, because I think the sealing is on the top of this cover. And it's supposed to have a lot of oil underneath here. I hope, at least. I'm not sure. But let's try to clean it as much as I can. Anyway, now we will do the fun part. So I bought these sealings, and also... is it called sealings actually? I don't know. No, it's not. It's called something else. But these are the ones I want to put on. And this is sealant. Which, for some reason, is not needed anywhere, but like 2 small gaps. And I don't know why. But it says so in the instructions. So let's do it like that. So we have one for each side. And I don't know which is on which side. Let's try this one first. Oops. Okay. We have these small things too. So this actually seems to be the one that are supposed to sit there. Let's try that later. So then I imagine this is the right side. But let's take that one, like this one. It's a bit different. Like, let's take that last and start with these ones. As you can see, there is a big tap here and then a small one there. What does that mean? So here's a small, there's a big one. I wonder if everyone is the same. Yeah, seems like that. So then I can put them anywhere. Let's start with this one. Oh, this is nice. The problem when fitting these are that they are pretty loose. So when you take the valve cover and put it upside down, they can fall off and slip a bit, which is a bit tricky. It's really hard when you don't know what should be removed and not. So, okay, this was not good, because this is only one part of this. And now, if this isn't this one, I don't know what I did. Yes, this is loose. So then we have this one. Which should be pretty easy to manage. By the way, this is the first car I'm renovating, so if you want to follow this journey and see what I learn along the way, please subscribe. Now it's time to put it back, and it's tricky with the harness that needs to go over it, but yeah, I think I managed it in the end. Now this is on, but I noticed something, as you can probably see here. There's this O-ring that is not in place. Of course there's something that is wrong. Okay, let's take it off and try to fit it again. It's a bit tricky because they are pretty loose, and obviously they can move a bit when I put on this cover. How can I make these still be in place? That's the problem. Come on now. I hope this will work. Let's try one more time and see if this works. That looks much better. Yes! Finally. Right now I actually have a feeling that this can be worse than it was before, because I didn't see any leaks when I opened it. The sealant felt pretty good. And now when I put the new sealant in there and going to screw this on, it feels like it can leak. Both from the O-rings in the middle, where the ignition coils are, but also, I don't know, anywhere else. So that will be really interesting to see now when I'm get this together and then start the car and see what happens. It's very terrifying. First time I'm doing this. In the next episode I hope I will get this finished so I can actually start the car again and see what happens. Hopefully there's no oil that is leaking.